We're on part 3 of our third 9-week review with class period 4. Ready, guys? Question number 8. All right, we're finding the volume of that figure. What is that figure? A cylinder. How do I find the volume of a cylinder? Oh, that's awesome. Everybody said it. V is equal to pi r squared h. Okay, so, and they gave us our radius, right? They gave us our height. All we have to do is plug those pieces in and solve. So, we're going to use pi in our calculators. We're going to use our radius, which is 0.5 squared, and we're going to multiply that by our height. Plug all that into your calculator, and what do you get? 1.335 something. But it says round to the nearest tenth, so our answer would be 1.3. And what's our unit of measure? Millimeters cubed. Awesome job. Let's move on to number 9 because this one has a lot of pieces and parts. Give me just a second to get this out of the way. Start looking at it, thinking about a formula for it. So what kind of formula are we going to use and what are we doing here? Somebody read the question to us.
The table shows the dimensions of 4 attending prisms. Which prism has the greatest surface area?
All right, so what are we talking about? Lateral surface area, total surface area? Total. How do I know it's total? Because it doesn't say lateral. All right, good. So I have to find the total surface area of each of these figures. So we're going to use S is equal to perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. So let's start with prism number 1. Prism number 1, to find the perimeter of this base, right? I'm just going to draw a little line right here. So this is what we're looking at. So perimeter of the base means 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. And so that would be 4 plus 8, which is what? 12. 4 plus 8 is 12, right? All right, the height of this figure. All I have to do is look right here on the table. What is it? 6. And then I have to find the area of the base. That means multiply 2 times 4. And what do we get? 8. So we have our 3 pieces. All we have to do is plug them into our formula now, and then we're good. All right, so we've got 12 times 6 plus 2 times 8. 12 times 6 is what? 72, and 2 times 8 is 16. So this one has what? Surface area of what? 88. So we got 88 centimeters squared. So now we got to find the next guy. What are we trying to figure out? Which one is what? Has the greatest. Okay, just checking. All right, number 2. The perimeter of this guy is 2 times 2.5 plus 2 times 6. So 2 times 2.5 is what? 5 plus 2 times 6 is 12. So we get what? 17. Okay, and the height of this one is what? 4. Okay, and then the area of the base is going to be 2.5 times 6, which is what? 15. All right, we have our pieces. All we have to do is plug them in. So we've got 17 times 4 plus 2 times 15. 17 times 4 is what? 68 plus 30 is 98. So the second one has a total surface area of 98 centimeters squared. We found one that's bigger. Are we done?
No.
No. We got another one to do, right? Okay, so let's do number 3. All right, number 3. Perimeter of this guy. So we're going to take 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. And what do we get? 6 plus 10 is 16, and our height is what? 7. And our area of the base is going to be 3 times 5, which is 15. Plug those pieces in. We got 16 times 7 plus 2 times 15, which gives us 16 times 7 is what, guys?
112.
112. It's thinking. 112 plus 30 gives us what? 142. All right, I found one that's even bigger. I'm done.
Nope.
Got to do one more just to be sure, right? All right, number 4. It's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. And when I multiply and add all those together, I got 8 plus 4, which is 12. The height is what? 3. The area of the base is going to be 4 times 2, which is 8. Plug all those pieces in. I got 12 times 3 plus 2 times 8. So 12 times 3 is 36 plus 16 gives us what? 52. All right, so that one's 52 centimeters squared. So which one has the greatest total surface area? 3. Now here's something I'm going to tell you that's really important. You're going to have a question very similar to this on your test. All these numbers are totally different from the ones you have in the table that's on your test. Please don't go in there and just choose number 3. Do the math. All right, let's move on to number 10. Something important I want to tell you about number 10. Number 10, I took the question that was very similar to the one that was on your test, but I broke it into 2 questions on here because you actually have to do 2 things to get your answer on that one. So I broke it into the 2 parts that you have to do. First thing we have to do is find the surface area of this guy. What is this? Triangular prism, that's right. All right, so same formula applies. Capital P times little h plus 2 times capital B. So perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. So looking at this guy right here, though, I can see its base. It's laying on its side, so I can clearly see its base. How do I find the perimeter of its base? Add up all the sides. Yeah, so I'm going to add up 3 plus 4 plus what? 5. Good. When I add up 3 plus 4 plus 5, what do I get? 12. Good. The height of the figure, like I said, it's laying on its side. So what is the height of this figure? It's laying on its side, so its height is what? 15. The actual figure's height is 15. Now the area of the base, that is equal to the base of the base times the height of the base divided by 2. So it's 4 times 3 divided by 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is what? 6. There's our 3 pieces. We have to plug them in and solve. So we've got 12 times 15 plus 2 times 6. 12 times 15 gives us what? 180. And we're going to add that to what? 12, which gives us what? So we're dealing with 192 feet squared. That's what we're going to go ahead and bubble in here, but on your test, that will not be the part that you will be bubbling in. So I don't want you to think, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to bubble that in. I just want you to practice this stuff. So we have 192. Now, we're going to take that information, and it says 1 can of spray paint covers 10 square feet. How many cans of spray paint will you need to cover the entire prism with paint, this entire thing with paint? How am I going to figure that out? Divide, yeah. So we're going to take 192 and we're going to divide it by what? 10. And when I divide 192 by 10, what do I get? 19.2. Well, can I buy 19.2 cans of spray paint? No. So we're going to buy, so we need 20 cans of paint. All right, number 12. How's everybody doing? We're almost done. All right, number 12. We've done most of the hefty ones already, so we're good. It says determine the volume. How do I find the volume of that? Pi r squared times h. That's right. Pi r squared h. Okay, so I don't have r. What is r? 10. We take that. Hi-ya. It's 10. All right. Pi times 10 squared times what's the height? 11. Plug that into your calculator, and what do you get? 3,455 point what? 75 blah 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 blah, right? But round to the nearest 10, then what do you get? 8, right? 0.8. And we're gonna, it's what unit of measure? Cubes, because remember this is now volume, 3D figure. So we gotta plug these numbers in and bubble, right? 5, 5, 4, 3. Good? Questions? You guys are so quiet, you make me nervous. All right. We're gonna stop our video right there. That way